coffee time with Almeida. It's coffee time with Almeida. It's coffee time.
Good morning, folks. Welcome back to Coffee Time with Almeida. It is Tuesday, yes, for the record, and we have on Chef Lonnie Dyner coming at you from Brooklyn, in New York. Lonnie, welcome to Coffee Time with Almeida. What's happening?
Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for coming on. This is amazing. So you and I go back to when you worked at Cornelius on Vanderbilt Avenue in Prospect Heights. That's where I think we first met, right?
Yeah, this is what, like 10 years ago?
Oh, at least 10 years ago, 2009.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been
a long time.
Yeah, it's been at least a decade, and you still like me. But I think we're in the same boat. So, so you're originally from Israel. Oh, sorry, you're born here, but you lived in Israel. You grew up in Israel, and you moved here when you're 18, right?
Yeah. I came here when I was 18. In Israel, it's when you're 18, you have to go to the army. I wanted to do something else with my life, so I told them I was coming here for a visit and just never went back.
And now you're a citizen, right? So you've been a citizen for a while, right? So I mean, actually, you were born here, so you didn't matter.
Yeah, no, I didn't have to worry about any of that stuff. Green card, fake marriages.
So do you have a dual citizenship?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Do you ever get to go back there?
Actually, I was just there in October for the first time in like 15 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and last time I was there, it was my sister's wedding, and I had to get like a special permission from the Israeli army to get in and out of the country without getting in trouble.
Oh, man.
But 3 years ago, I got a letter from them saying that they don't want me anymore. I'm too old.
So you're in the clear. You're like, all right.
Yeah, I'm good. So actually, I went back this year. Was my nephew's bar mitzvah. I was there for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks actually. Yeah, 2 weeks. Did the bar mitzvah thing. End up crossing over to Jordan. Also, I went to Petra for a couple of days. Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah.
So actually, just what are you drinking right now? You get some cold brew coffee there?
I got some cold brew over here. That's definitely a good pick me up.
I know. I made you set an alarm clock today. I'm sorry.
One of these cups, man, I'm lit for like 48 hours.
Well, we get some, get some extra stuff done, right? I got my old actually, I'm drinking this stuff right here. It's Four Sigmatic mushroom coffee. It's got cordyceps and chaga mushroom in there.
Mushroom coffee?
Yeah. They add mushroom to it. I'll send you the link. It's pretty awesome. It's like good for your brain. It's supposed to be. And I get really jittery when I drink regular coffee. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I turn into a maniac. Eric Martin says, I am hungry and you got a chef on. Yeah, Eric, you're always hungry, man. Did you get a breakfast sponsor yet? Eric is on the host of the show that comes on after us. Good Morning Shut-ins.
Well, I think later on we'll do like a little cooking segment.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna make some matzo waffles today, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do. It's called matzo brai, and it's essentially crushed up matzah mixed in with eggs, and you can do either sweet or savory. Today we're going to do a sweet one, and normally we just pan fry it, but today I pulled out my old waffle maker, and we're going to do matzo brai waffles.
All right, awesome. Just a
little. Forget it's Passover.
Yeah.
So I'll pretend I'm a good Jew.
So it's been Passover for it's a week tomorrow, right? So it started last Wednesday.
It started on Wednesday, and I think it ends on Thursday.
Oh, all right.
That shows you how good of a Jew I
am. Eric Martin wants to know, what is your favorite meal to cook?
Oh, that is such a hard question. I love cooking everything, but the thing I like cooking the most is probably like I love making fresh pastas.
Hmm.
I find it very therapeutical. You know, kneading the dough, working it by hand. It's just something that kind of just relaxes me and puts me in the zone.
Yeah, I just started making doughs recently.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's. I definitely. I'm like, do you really have to knead this for 10 minutes? Like,
Yeah, and I actually started doing doughs by hand, which it's really nice if you have like sore hands, like from like if you're kneading the dough, it actually kind of relaxes your hands. I don't know why. Just that motion, just
Hmm.
yeah.
I got to start trying to make some pasta. I've never made pasta before. I'm sticking to breads right now. So actually, speaking of making something, can you walk us through a quick matzah recipe?
Essentially, matzah is flour and water. That's it. And so you mix it up. I don't remember the ratio from the top of my head, but it's matzah and water. You mix it up, and essentially to make a matzah, you have 18 minutes from the time that they mix in the water till the time that the matzah is cooked. You have 18 minutes to bake it, because after that the dough starts to leaven, and then it's not really a matzah anymore because matzah is an unleavened dough.
Yes.
So you mix it all up, make it cut up into like small balls, and then just roll it out thin in a hot oven. If you have a pizza stone in your oven, great. Just throw it right on the pizza stone. If not, what I tell people to do is take a sheet pan, invert it, keep it hot in the oven, and then when your pizza, I've been making pizza for the last couple of days, so stuck in my head. You just pull it out, throw the matzah on top of it, and pop it in the oven. It should be ready within a couple minutes.
All right, awesome. You want to get up, make a waffle?
Yeah, sure.
All right,
So
awesome.
let's see. I gotta reposition this a little bit.
I want to say morning to the folks. Jason Kindness actually wants to know what's your go-to gas station food? You're like you're on the road, you got a gas station. What do you got? What do you eat?
Honestly, I like most of the gas stations that I go to just have sandwiches. So
Oh yeah, sandwiches, right? Oh, and Eric Martin's asking about churros, like cinnamon, like he likes churros, but you make churros for puppies too, right?
I make dog treats. I call them puppy churros, and well, I guess we'll talk about it a little later. I just gotta get this going.
Yeah, do your thing. You do your thing, and then we'll talk about the churros afterwards.
Smoking. All right. So, okay. So I don't know if you guys can see this over here. So I have. The lighting's kind of bad. So essentially, I put a matzah in a bowl. I just crush it up really, really, really small. Let's see if I can like lift it up so you guys can see it. So,
oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
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 So I crush it up in a bowl, and then I go essentially 1 egg for every matzah. So in here I have about 5 matzahs, and I put that's 4 eggs. Now, if you're going with a savory matzah brie, you can add salt and pepper to this. But because we're going on the sweet side, I'm not going to put anything in here because the toppings that I'm going to have on it are very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So I got my matzah brie here, and I'm just going to put it right in here. And in the old cast iron.
So that's going to a waffle iron, right?
Waffle maker.
You know, I never spray my waffle iron.
I do sometimes, just because there's eggs in here. So just to be on the safe side, but generally you don't need to. Also, a lot of times, if you notice the recipes in when you're making waffles or pancakes or anything like that, there's butter or some kind of fat in the batter.
Oh,
Since this one doesn't have any fat in it, I just put a little spray just to prevent it from sticking.
gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so now that's cooking, and the garnish I'm putting on it is actually also very Passover like. So this we call this chaoset. Chaoset is one of the things that we eat during the Passover Seder, and it's kind of like a jam that has apples, dates, any kind of dry fruits, nuts. In Passover, we eat a lot of nuts. So in here, I have some crushed walnuts in here, and I have apples. And what I did was I took, um, those jams that you buy in the store that the fig jams.
Yep.
So what I did was I diced the apples, small dice, threw it in a pot with a little bit of wine. Wine is also one of the things that we eat with the charoset. So I cooked the apples in the wine for a couple minutes just to soften them up. Strained it and then added the fig jam to that and the walnuts. And I made it kind of loose because I want it to be more like a syrup. But generally, we usually make it it's almost like a paste.
Spreadable.
Yeah. So all right. So cool. So that's cooking. That's gonna take a couple minutes, and yeah, we'll see how it comes out when it's ready.
So you moved to the United States and you didn't know you wanted to be a chef. You came over here. You're like, I'm gonna figure out something. And
Yeah, I was 18 years old when I came here, so I really didn't know what was what I wanted to do. Um, so I came here, I had a bunch of random bullshit jobs. For my first job, I was a stock boy in the 99-cent store.
oh, nice.
Then I worked in the deli. Then I was a waiter in Jewish catering halls. And then after a while, I was like, you know what? I got to do something in my life. So I ended up going to culinary school and been cooking since '97.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to school?
So, long time, but time goes by so fast, man.
Yeah, no. Where'd you go to school? You want to?
Oh, the French Culinary Institute.
Nice.
It's in Soho. I think now they're called the ICC International Culinary Center. But when I went there, it was just straight up French. Now they have like Italian, they have Spanish, they have like a whole bunch of different cuisines over there.
Nice.
Let's check on our waffle. Oh, that looks good. All right, just a couple more minutes, and we're gonna plate it.
Yeah. So you've been private chefing for a while.
Yeah, for the past couple of years, I've been working as a private chef, and I've been working with some catering companies. But mainly, I wanted to have a life. You work in a restaurant. You know, 16 hours a day. When you're done, you hit the bar. You meet a couple of good bartenders.
Repeat.
Yeah, and I just wanted to do something else with my life. So a couple of years ago, I decided that I'm gonna doing private gigs. Money's better, the hours are better. I'm able to have a dog now.
Yeah, I bet you're right. That's
Yeah.
crazy. So, you're hustling you're hustling jobs pretty much, right? Every one job leads to another job type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the downfalls of being a freelancer is you work when you can. So right now during the Corona time, a lot of people lost their jobs in March. The hospitality industry, especially catering, we lost our jobs in February.
Yeah.
Because we literally had events every day. We'll start getting emails of events getting canceled and postponed. And essentially, by mid-February, everything that we had all the way till June got canceled.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
All right. So let's see. That needs a little more time, but looks good.
So this is obviously a old school classic recipe. Did you get this from one of your family members?
Yeah, this is like something that in the Jewish community, it's something that's very, very typical for Passover. Because I mean, technically, we're just supposed to be eating matzah, no bread, no nothing that has flour. So it's just chicken cutlet. You grind up the matzahs, you make matzah meal like powder, and then use that instead of breadcrumbs. There's a couple of dessert recipes using matzah, but this particular way is just a way that my grandmother always used to make it. So she didn't use the waffle, but but yeah. So it's always when I eat that, it's you get a memory of a childhood.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
awesome. It's food. That's what food does, right?
So let's see. I'm gonna cook it a little bit longer, but I just want you so see. So that's the matzo brie right here.
Oh, it
And
looks beautiful.
all right, so that's good. And
So I'm gonna make some masa later on today. How big of sheets should I make? Like 12-inch by 4-inch?
honestly, it's just depends on what size you like it.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of like making a pizza. You know, everybody likes their own little size.
Hmm.
All right, so I have them up. Let's see if I can position the camera so you can see it.
Nice, looking good.
All right. Can you see it?
Yep, that's perfect.
All right,
Perfect.
cool. So you can do one. You know, I just happen to have two on. So and then you just garnish that with the apple.
Damn, dude, I should have. I know I was supposed to make this recipe this morning, but I'm gonna make it later on today.
There we go. So
That looks awesome.
that's a little matzo brie. And let me just disconnect this waffle maker.
So we literally just have masa and eggs.
So yeah, that's it.
Nice.
It doesn't get any simpler than that.
Yeah, seriously. I'm gonna that looks pretty awesome. I'm gonna make that
So
today for sure.
I'll take a picture of it later on and
yeah, we'll post
it on my gram.
All right, yeah. So we're gonna link everybody up to your Instagram and your and we'll get a recipe up for that too. So
you saw this?
Oh yeah, I saw that. That looks amazing. Damn.
Sorry, the lighting in here is kind of.
Hey, you know,
it's kind of shitty, but
we're in our houses. What are you gonna do? You know?
So I forgot. So I'm also gonna garnish that with some pecans.
Like you know, that looks like dessert breakfast to me.
Yeah, well, you know, we nuts are one of the symbolic things for the Jews during Passover. We eat a lot of pecans, walnuts. So I just thought it would be kind of fun to incorporate these traditional things in a dish that, you know, we just eat randomly throughout the week.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we're going to talk a little bit about shopping smart during the Corona time.
Yeah.
Get some advice on that?
You know, the problem that a lot of people make while they shop is they go for specific things. So if somebody has a recipe with let's say ground beef, they will go to the store and buy the ground beef, and it's, you know, anywhere between $5.99 to $7.99 or $9.99, depends on the store and how much they're raising the prices. And I always tell people, buy larger quantities, and if you can actually buy whole cuts of meat, because whole cuts of meat are cheaper than the processed stuff. And by processed, I mean already pre-ground or pre-cut, or the thin slice. Um, so, for example, a lot of people want, let's say, a chicken cutlet, so they will go and buy the chicken cutlets and spend, the $6, $7 a pound for the breast. Meanwhile, they can buy the whole chicken for $3.99, and then you have breast, legs, and you have the carcass, which you can make a stock from. So it's really, during these times, it's about stretching your money and getting more for what you pay.
Now, if you're in the tri-state area, you can order from Baldor. You can't. They don't
Yeah,
do it
there's actually a
here.
bunch of companies. I saw a couple of websites online where Baldor has a $250 minimum. Baldor is one of the companies where restaurants use. They're mainly produce, but they have a lot of other things. There's a company Piccionini. There's a couple other ones that restaurant, like for example for fish. There's Peerless, which they're located here in Brooklyn in Sunset Park, and they're usually only restaurants can order from them. But because these different times that we live in now, they open their services for the public, and a lot of times all they have is a minimum. So I tell people, I'm like, you can buy instead of going to the store and buying one fish, one portion, and spending $12 a pound on a one portion, buy a whole fish. You can get a lot of portions for half the amount that you would spend in the store. Now I know breaking down a fish can be kind of daunting for some people and scary, but what else do you have to do? So why
really,
not,
though.
try to work on a different skill. Learn how to butcher a fish. There's plenty of YouTube videos. Um, maybe you don't need to start off with a 15-pound salmon, but you can start with a smaller fish and then learn how to fillet it, and then you can work on a larger fish because it's the same motion. It's the same work, whether it's a small fish or a larger fish.
So YouTube and a good knife.
A sharp knife.
A sharp knife, yeah, okay.
Because I can pretty much break down a fish with any knife, but some knives are easier to use. Some knives are more specific for a task. But honestly, I can do any job with just a good chef knife.
Mhm. So what's your favorite thing about the Corona time?
My favorite thing. Whew, that's
You
a
might not
hard
have
question.
it.
I caught up on all my TV shows. I spend a lot of time on working on new recipes, developing new recipes, taking pictures, building up my content. I'm actually gonna start working now on my personal website.
Nice.
Been doing a lot of dog treats.
Yeah, so tell us about Puppy Churro.
So Puppy Churros is a artisanal dog treats that I came up with almost 3 years ago. My dog has arthritis, and I wanted to give her treats that actually help her. So I did a lot of research about different ingredients and how they help with reduction of inflammation, which is what arthritis is. And that's how I came up with a recipe for the puppy churros. And I use stuff in there like turmeric, like oregano, like flax seeds, fish oils. I use sardines, which is really, really healthy it's healthy for us too. Except for a lot of us don't like sardines because they stink.
I love them. So I mean,
Oh, you're Portuguese. So, and then I came up with the recipe for the puppy churros and started just giving it to Bella and kind of just giving them to people in the park. And people were asking me if I sell them. So I started packaging them and selling them. I became like the crack dealer of dog treats in the park. I'll show up in the park, like, treats.
I got some treats for you.
It was funny. Actually, I pulled out a bag of treats once and passed it to somebody, and then before I realized it, I saw a cop car in the corner of my eye, and I'm just like, "Oh my god, that looks very shady." If I was the cop and I see that, I'm like, "That's the drug check."
but now in the time of Corona, like you can literally pull your car up to a block, trade brown paper bags with someone. You just open your trunk, someone trades bags, and you're wearing masks. So I mean,
Yeah, true.
Yeah, now all rules are gone. But I'd be amazing if you got busted for selling dog treats. I would love it.
But so I've been selling them in the park. A couple months ago, I started the website for the puppy churros. So now they're available to order online. The name of the site is puppychurros.com. And yeah, the dogs go crazy for them, and they're super healthy. I have 2 flavors. I have one that's made from sardines. The other one is made from bacon. And they're gluten-free, they're organic, they're homemade, no preservatives. And they're just super healthy for the dogs, and the dogs love them.
That's awesome.
And I got my dog, she's my taste tester.
I wonder if my cat would eat them.
Most cats don't care for them, except for a buddy of mine that has a pit bull. He told me that he gave the pit bull the treat, a couple of them, and threw them in a bowl, and he turned around, and when he looked back to see if they were gone, he saw the cat walking away with one.
My cat likes potato chips, so I think he might like he might like those. Might have to.
Well, these are made from sweet potato, peanut butter. Even the peanut butter in there, I make it from scratch.
Oh, nice.
So I try to use all natural ingredients, nothing processed. I started making the peanut butter because I didn't want any of the other additives that most peanut butters have in them. You look at the back of the ingredient list, and there's like 7 different ingredients in peanut butter, and I'm like, peanut butter needs to have 2 ingredients: peanuts and salt. That's it.
It sounds like these could be edible by humans.
Oh yeah,
right.
The bacon ones are actually quite tasty.
Awesome. Well, hey, on that note, we're gonna let you go and we're gonna wrap it up here. But I'm gonna catch up with you later on today, and we should have you back on soon, dude. We should cook something else soon.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thank you for having me. It was great.
It was awesome, and we're gonna be able to find all your stuff up. I'll share a link with you on the website today.
All right, awesome.
All right, awesome.
All right.
Talk to you soon, Lonnie. Great to see you. Bye. All right, folks. Well, thanks, Lonnie, for coming on today and showing us how to make that Maza waffle. It was amazing. I can't wait to make one for myself. And I'll definitely put some photos up on my Instagram. Tomorrow we have funeral director Amy Silva coming on to talk to us about funeral director stuff and what it's like over there these days. All right, awesome. I'm going to leave you folks with the comic genius of Josh Bell.
Do random crazy people ever walk up to you? If so, and you feel things aren't escalating quickly enough, simply ask the crazy person to step away.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down, okay? Back away!
If that doesn't work, try screaming no at the top of your lungs.
No! No!
By now, you should have a genuine problem on your hands.
Help!
Coffee time with Almeida. Every weekday at 9. Won't you join me for a really fun time? Coffee time with Almeida. Every weekday at 9. Won't you join me for a really fun time? Yeah, every weekday at 9. Coffee time